Okay, so in one of the previous videos, we looked at the C major scale and going up into the higher register. C, D, E, F, G, A, B, C, D, E, F, and G. Okay, I'm going to show you another scale. Since we've been looking at Santa Claus is Coming to Town, which is in the key of G major, I'm going to talk a little bit about the G major scale, and we're also going to play a G major scale going up to that high G. We've got a G here, so we could play from G to G. That would be one octave. We also have, we can go down C, F sharp, E, D, C. So the fourth note of the scale, that's our lowest note, the C. But we're going to hear that as our tonic, or our root note of the scale, if you want to call it that. It's called the tonic. Okay, so in G major, it's the first sharp key. So there's one sharp, and that's an F sharp. So instead of playing an F natural, we need to raise it a semitone, and we're going to play F sharp. Instead of wherever we want to play an F, it has to be F sharp. So that's why when I went down there, G, F sharp, E, D, C. Okay, I'm going to focus on from G going upwards. So, sorry, G, A, B, C, D. So there's the first five notes. Notice my fingering. I'm starting on my middle finger. One, and then an open A, B, C, D. Fingering, I'm using my pinky there. You could just, that feels nice to me. So that's the starting point. G, A, B, C, D. The first five notes. Now we need to go, so if that's a D, we need to go to our E note. It's just like this higher C major scale we did, but we're changing the F to F sharp. So E, here's F. So F sharp, and then we play our G. So looking at that combination of notes there, G, F sharp, E. Notice how where I'm changing there, my fingering, or my position. Once I get to there, I jump up to my first finger, E, F sharp, G. I'm gonna just, in case you want to go a whole another step here, is I can play it all in this position here. So if I think of this G note, I can play this same G on the C string on the 7th, 3, 5, on the 7th fret. The thing that I like about playing the scale this way, I mean I'm not jumping, I don't have to jump higher. I'm already in one position and I'm staying there. If we can find your G, I can kind of, in my mind, the way I see it visually, I'm picturing like a picture of this, and I'm picturing where the dots would be, just like when you look at a chord diagram. I'm seeing all of these scale notes laid out in my mind. You could draw a picture of it, or look up G major scale online, G major scale like diagram. You could try searching for that, or tab possibly for ukulele. It would be the same for guitar as well. Well, actually it wouldn't be, but okay, so I'm picturing the two notes, like the root or the tonic, and then the second. So 1, 2, or G, A, B is here. So first of all, I'm noticing that all of these notes are in the scale. G, so G, B, E, that's an E. There's our D. So I know that all of these notes are in there, and then I need to think, well, where are the other notes that are filling it in? So G, A, B, between B and C is a semitone. So I'm thinking, like in the other video where I talked about combinations of notes, and we just talked about 3 different patterns. So this is 2 notes, a tone apart, semitone, tone, and the next note, tone, semitone. Or, in many ways, this is easier to play here. It's just we haven't learned that part of the neck yet. So, on a G chord, starts on the B note. And then when we switch to the C chord, okay, I'll do that again. So, I guess there's that first note, the D. You better not. I still don't know the words yet. D, B, C, D, D. So here's my issue with playing the song is I play it the traditional way, and then I don't know when it came along, the song got changed in more pop versions where there's that other part where they hit the chord, and we talked about the accent, Santa Claus is coming to town. Sometimes I forget that part's in there because the traditional version of the song doesn't have that. But let's run through that one more time, what I did so far. So B, C, D, D's. And then I'm going to jump up. It's still the same note. Back down to here. Notice how I'm playing the same note, but I have to go higher, so I switch to a different fingering. So again, I guess there's no extra note there. That's the traditional way. Okay, now let's try it. See if I can play it with the other way of doing it. So, and then it goes, Santa Claus is coming to town. Santa Claus is coming to town. Santa Claus is coming to town. What about, so C, D, E, F, G, A, B, C. Okay, wait a second. Okay, so starting here, 12th fret. Is that right? 3, 5, 7. 10th fret, sorry, on the 2nd string, the E string. So it's B, same notes. Can you see that? Sorry. Do that one more time with the other part added in. that's the one section. Sorry. Yeah, I don't even know what the note is. Sometimes singing often helps me though. So notice where I went to an A here instead of playing the open A. So either way works. I'll do that with the open string. Sorry. Yeah, I really actually like this better than the open A. Oh, there's one note that's not in the scale there. One note, there's a G sharp in there. So A right here. And then back to the regular scale. I'll do that again. Oh no. Anyway, so that's it. It would go back to I'll do that other part. Santa Claus is coming to town. And then the bridge. Okay, so that's a D. Santa Claus is coming. That's another way of playing a D7. To town. D7, we learned like this. The other version of D7, I'm holding the second fret on all of these strings plus a high C in there. Sometimes this version is more desirable than this version. Depends, it can just be what do you want as your highest note of the chord. Do you want an A on top or do you want a C on top? This one's a little bit harder to play because you have to press down there. Like that. All right, I've gone on long enough. That's it. Good luck.